The ancient origins of chia, a forgotten superfood with a mysterious past. For most people today, chia seeds are simply a trendy health food sprinkled onto smoothie bowls or stirred into puddings. Yet behind these tiny grains lies a story far older and far more mysterious than their modern fame suggests. To uncover the secrets of chia, we must travel back thousands of years into the rituals, economies, and cosmologies of the ancient peoples who first cultivated them. The earliest known origin of chia traces back to the Aztec and Maya civilizations, where the seeds held a status similar to that of sacred offerings. These cultures recognized chia not only as nourishment, but as a spiritual and strategic resource. In ancient Mesoamerican societies, chia was so valuable that it was used as tribute paid to rulers and religious institutions. It was a crop woven into the political and economic structure of the region. One of the most fascinating findings from researchers is the profound role chia played in warfare and endurance. Aztec warriors reportedly carried small pouches of chia seeds during military campaigns. A single spoonful mixed with water was said to sustain a warrior for an entire day. While it may sound mythical, modern nutritional science shows that chia's combination of essential fatty acids, protein, and slow-digesting fiber indeed supports prolonged energy release, making the ancient claim surprisingly plausible. Chia's spiritual importance was no less significant. Some records indicate that chia oil was used in ceremonial paints, ointments, and offerings to the gods. The seeds themselves were believed to carry protective properties, symbolizing vitality and connection to the divine. Chia's meaning stretched far beyond nutrition. It represented the interconnectedness between humans, their land, and the supernatural. Yet around the 1500s, something unexpected occurred. Chia vanished. Following the Spanish conquest, foods tied to indigenous belief systems were suppressed. Colonial powers replaced native crops with European staples such as wheat, barley, and rice. Indigenous plants associated with rituals, including chia, were discouraged or destroyed. Within a few generations, chia was nearly erased, surviving only in remote communities that preserved fragments of traditional agriculture. This disappearance raises lingering questions. Why did chia vanish so completely when other native crops like maize and beans persisted? Some historians believe it was intentionally suppressed due to its ceremonial uses. Others argue that its cultivation simply could not compete against European farming methods. What remains clear is that chia's absence created a gap in nutritional history, one that would take centuries to refill. Its reemergence began quietly in the late 20th century when researchers studying indigenous diets noticed unique health benefits linked to chia-rich cultures. Scientific papers analyzing chia's omega-3 content, high fiber, and antioxidant profile paved the way for its global comeback. By the early 2000s, health-conscious markets in North America and Europe rediscovered chia, and suddenly it became the superfood of the decade. But few consumers know the truth behind chia's resurgence. It is not a modern discovery but the revival of an ancient powerhouse nearly lost to history. The real secret of chia is that it represents cultural resilience. Its modern popularity is not simply nutritional, it is archaeological, historical, and deeply human. And as we investigate deeper, we uncover how chia transforms the body in ways that ancient civilizations understood intuitively long before scientific instruments existed. The science behind the seed. How chia transforms the body from within. Though chia may look unremarkable at first glance, its biochemical structure reveals why ancient civilizations considered it a source of strength and endurance. From hydration to heart health, weight regulation to cellular repair, the true secret of chia lies in how its components interact inside the human body. Let's begin with chia's most striking feature, its ability to absorb up to 12 times its weight in water. When soaked, the seeds form a gel-like coating due to soluble fiber known as mucilage. This gel slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports long-lasting satiety, precisely the effect ancient warriors relied on during long journeys. Modern athletes have rediscovered the same benefit, using chia hydration drinks to maintain electrolyte balance and energy during endurance activities. But hydration is only the beginning. Chia stands out as one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. Omega-3s play a critical role in reducing inflammation, supporting brain function, and protecting cardiovascular health. While fish oil is widely recognized as a source of omega-3s, chia offers a sustainable, plant-based alternative with additional fiber and antioxidants. The protein profile of chia is equally impressive. Unlike most plant foods, Chia contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein. This is rare among seeds and grains. It means chia contributes directly to muscle repair, hormone regulation, and immune function. Combined with its dense mineral content, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, and potassium, chia offers a nutritional synergy that few foods can match. Another secret lies in antioxidants. Chia contains chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, quercetin, and camphorol, compounds that combat oxidative stress and protect the body from cellular damage. Studies indicate these antioxidants may help prevent chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and certain cancers. The ancient belief that chia promoted longevity seems less like myth and more like early empirical observation. Yet what makes chia truly unique is how its various nutrients work together. For example, its fiber slows carbohydrate absorption while its omega-3s reduce inflammation. Its protein supports metabolic function while its minerals strengthen bones. Chia is not extraordinary because of a single nutrient but because of its integrated nutritional architecture. And this raises a compelling question. How did ancient civilizations understand its benefits without modern science? Observational knowledge, passed through generations, provided insights that contemporary research now validates. The Aztec belief in chia as a source of energy, focus, and resilience aligns perfectly with what nutritionists observe today. As we unravel chia's biological effects, the seed reveals itself not merely as food, but as a natural engineering marvel, designed through evolution to support human health in profound ways. Modern obsession. Why chia became a global health trend. Today, chia seeds are everywhere, on breakfast tables, in cafes, inside protein bars, sprinkled over salads, and even used in skincare products. But the question remains, how did an ancient Mesoamerican seed, nearly forgotten for centuries, suddenly explode into a modern global phenomenon? The rise of chia is not a simple nutritional story. It is a cultural, economic, and psychological phenomenon deeply intertwined with contemporary ideas about wellness, identity, and nature. The chia boom began in the early 2000s when several nutritionists highlighted the seed's unusually rich omega-3 content. This discovery came at a moment when public concern about inflammation, heart health, and chronic diseases was rapidly increasing. People were searching for healthier alternatives to processed foods and synthetic supplements. Chia offered a natural plant-based option packaged in a tiny, ancient seed, an irresistible combination. Media played a defining role in this surge. Health magazines, fitness influencers, and television personalities began presenting chia as a miracle ingredient. The narrative was compelling, a forgotten superfood of the Aztecs rediscovered for the modern world. Such messaging tapped into a collective desire for authenticity and simplicity. In an era of industrialized food systems, chia became a symbol of purity and ancestral wisdom. Another factor driving chia's popularity was its versatility. Unlike other superfoods that require complex preparation, chia is almost effortless to use. It can be eaten raw, soaked, baked, blended, or incorporated into virtually any dish. This convenience appealed to a generation increasingly obsessed with fast, healthy solutions. Social media amplified this effect. Chia puddings, chia bowls, and chia drinks became visually appealing staples of wellness feeds on Instagram and TikTok. Yet the true secret behind chia's modern success may lie deeper: its psychological impact. Consumers feel empowered when they choose foods that seem to offer control over their health. Chia, with its long list of benefits, fiber, omega-3, antioxidants, stability, hydration, gives a sense of doing something good for the body. This emotional reinforcement turned chia into more than a food. It became a lifestyle. Behind the scenes, agricultural shifts played a major role. Countries like Bolivia, Argentina, and Paraguay began expanding chia production to meet global demand. Once cultivated exclusively in ancestral lands, chia became an international commodity. This raised important questions about sustainability and economic equity, but it also allowed chia to reach millions who had never encountered it before. Interestingly, marketers seized on chia's ancient mystique to build an aura around the seed. Brands often reference the Aztec warriors or the lost traditions of Mesoamerica to make chia feel mythical and powerful. This anthropological storytelling, though not always historically accurate, strengthened chia's cultural appeal. When consumers buy chia, they feel they are buying a piece of forgotten history, an echo of a civilization that revered strength, endurance, and spiritual connection. But the chia obsession also reveals something about modern society, our deep hunger for natural solutions and ancient wisdom. People are overwhelmed by digital overload, synthetic chemicals, environmental concerns, and shifting health standards. Chia, in its simplicity, represents a return to nature, a belief that healing can be found in the earth rather than in laboratories. In this way, chia's rise is not merely a health trend, it is a cultural response to modern anxieties. It reflects our desire to reconnect with the past, to trust in organic origins, and to reclaim control over our well-being. The global fascination with chia reminds us that sometimes, the smallest foods carry the biggest stories. Hidden benefits, the health secrets most people don't know. While chia's mainstream reputation focuses on fiber, omega-3s, and antioxidants, there is a deeper layer of benefits that rarely makes headlines. The true secret of chia lies in physiological effects that go far beyond simple nutrition, effects that influence hydration, hormonal balance, gut ecology, and even mental clarity. One of the most overlooked benefits is chia's role in digestive health. Because of its unique soluble fiber structure, chia forms a gel that nourishes beneficial gut bacteria. These microbes influence everything from mood regulation to immune defense. Studies show that chia can help restore a healthy microbiome, making it a natural ally for people suffering from bloating, irregularity, or inflammation. Chia also plays a surprising role in stabilizing blood sugar. Its gel slows carbohydrate digestion so effectively that glucose enters the bloodstream gradually rather than in spikes. This makes chia particularly useful for individuals managing insulin resistance, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes. Ancient cultures may not have had the terminology, but they understood chia's ability to sustain energy without fatigue. Another little-known secret involves hormonal balance. Chia's omega-3 content helps regulate hormones related to stress, mood, and fertility. For women, chia can support menstrual regularity and ease symptoms of PMS or menopause by reducing inflammation and improving nutrient absorption. For men, omega-3s help maintain testosterone levels and support cardiovascular health. Even the minerals inside chia play powerful roles. Its exceptionally high magnesium content supports muscle relaxation, nerve function, and sleep quality. Calcium and phosphorus work together to strengthen bones, making chia a valuable food for aging individuals or those who avoid dairy. Meanwhile, chia's antioxidants help neutralize free radicals that accelerate aging. Another hidden benefit is chia's impact on hydration. Because the seeds absorb so much water, they act as a hydration reservoir inside the digestive system. Athletes have discovered that chia helps maintain fluid levels during intense training, preventing dehydration more effectively than water alone. This is remarkably similar to how ancient warriors used chia during long desert treks. Mental clarity is another fascinating effect. Omega-3 fatty acids contribute to brain flexibility, memory, and mood stability. Many people who regularly consume chia report improved focus, reduced anxiety, and a calmer mind. Researchers believe the combined action of omega-3s, antioxidants, and magnesium creates a neurological synergy that supports cognitive function. Chia may also have anti-inflammatory benefits that extend to skin health. Its antioxidants help combat acne, irritation, and early signs of aging. Chia oil is increasingly used in skincare products for its hydrating and restorative properties, another modern revival of ancient practices, since indigenous peoples used chia oil for ceremonial and medicinal purposes. One of the most intriguing secrets is chia's ability to support long-term weight balance. Because the seeds absorb liquid and expand, they create a sense of fullness that reduces cravings without causing energy crashes. This natural satiety tool helps regulate appetite in a sustainable, non-restrictive way. In essence, the hidden magic of chia lies not in any single component, but in how its nutrients interact holistically. It's a rare example of a food that supports nearly every system of the human body, from the gut, to the brain, to the heart, to the skin. These layers of benefit, often overlooked in mainstream discussions, reveal why ancient civilizations held chia in such high regard, and why modern science continues to uncover new reasons to appreciate it. Dangers, myths, and misconceptions, what they never tell you. For all its fame as a superfood, chia carries a shadow side rarely mentioned in mainstream wellness conversations. While the seed is celebrated for its benefits, misunderstandings about how it works and how it should be consumed have created myths, misuses, and in some cases, real health risks. To understand the full story of chia, we must explore not only its strengths but also the dangers that quietly follow its growing popularity. The most common misconception is that chia seeds can be eaten in any amount, in any way, with no consequences. But this belief has led to several medical incidents. Because chia absorbs up to 12 times its weight in water, eating the seeds dry can be hazardous. In the esophagus or stomach, the seeds can swell into a gel-like mass, causing choking or digestive blockage. Emergency rooms in the United States and Europe have documented cases of people experiencing severe discomfort, or even requiring medical procedures, after consuming dry chia followed by liquids. Another widespread myth is that chia is a weight loss miracle. Social media plays a huge role here. Influencers often show chia detox drinks and claim the seeds melt belly fat or accelerate metabolism. But weight loss is not that simple. While chia's fiber can promote satiety, it cannot override poor diet, hormonal imbalances, or metabolic conditions. These exaggerated claims not only mislead consumers, but also degrade the credibility of natural medicine. Allergies are another underestimated risk. Chia is botanically related to mint and sage, and some people with sensitivities to these plants may experience reactions ranging from mild itching to anaphylaxis. Although rare, documented cases exist, and awareness is essential. Many assume natural foods cannot trigger allergies, but nature itself contains potent compounds capable of both healing and harm. Interactions with medications are also overlooked. Because chia stabilizes blood sugar, it can interact with medications used for diabetes, potentially amplifying their effects. Its omega-3 content can thin the blood slightly, which may exacerbate bleeding risks for people on anticoagulants. Yet these cautions rarely appear on packaging or in wellness marketing. There are also misconceptions surrounding chia's agricultural origins. Some consumers believe chia is always organic, sustainable, and ethically sourced simply because it's a superfood. But rising global demand has shifted chia production into large-scale commercial systems. Monoculture farming, soil depletion, and labor exploitation have been reported in regions where chia cultivation expanded rapidly. As with any commodity crop, sustainability depends on the producer, not the mythology of the plant. Another myth is nutritional exaggeration. Many viral posts claim chia has more omega-3 than salmon, which is misleading. While chia contains alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, the body must convert ALA into EPA and DHA, the forms of omega-3 found in fish. This conversion rate is extremely low, often below 10%. So chia is a source of omega-3, but not a substitute for the marine-based forms essential for brain and heart health. Cultural myths also circulate. Some enthusiasts insist the Aztecs used chia for magical powers, superhuman strength, or spiritual enlightenment. While chia was indeed sacred and valued, many of these stories stem from modern embellishment rather than historical record. The mythologizing sells products, but it also distorts indigenous traditions and oversimplifies their relationship with plants. Finally, there is the psychological danger, the tendency to view superfoods as cure-alls. When people put unrealistic expectations on a single ingredient, they shift responsibility away from overall lifestyle habits. Chia can support health, but it cannot replace balanced nutrition, sleep, exercise, or medical care. Understanding the real dangers and misconceptions surrounding chia doesn't make the seed less valuable, it makes it more powerful. When we strip away the myths and marketing, we uncover a clearer, safer, and more respectful relationship with this ancient food. The truth enhances its legacy. Chia is incredible, but not magical. Beneficial, but not invincible. A seed with potential, when used with wisdom. The future of chia, why this tiny seed is just getting started. The story of chia is far from over. In fact, everything we know about this ancient seed suggests that its biggest impact lies not in the past but in the future. As scientists explore its biochemical properties, as farmers refine cultivation techniques, and as consumers search for natural, sustainable solutions, chia is evolving into something far greater than a nutritional trend. Researchers are currently studying chia's molecular structure, particularly the properties of its mucilage, the gel-like coating the seed forms when exposed to water. This gel has shown enormous potential in medicine, food technology, and even biotechnology. Some laboratories are experimenting with chia-based gels as natural binders for pharmaceuticals, aiming to reduce synthetic additives in medications. Others are exploring its use in biodegradable packaging, where chia gel could serve as an eco-friendly alternative to microplastics. In nutrition science, chia is being evaluated for its impact on chronic diseases. Early trials suggest that chia's combination of fiber, antioxidants, and omega-3s may help reduce inflammatory markers, support cognitive function, and improve cardiovascular health. Researchers are investigating whether chia could play a role in managing conditions like metabolic syndrome, IBS, and even neurodegenerative diseases. These possibilities signal a shift. Chia may transition from a wellness trend to a therapeutic food. Agriculture is also transforming chia's future. Farmers in South and Central America are developing more resilient chia strains capable of growing in regions hit by climate instability. Because chia requires relatively little water compared to other crops, it is emerging as a promising solution for drought-prone areas. Governments and agricultural cooperatives are investing in chia as a climate-smart crop that can support both local economies and global demand. At the same time, chia is entering the world of personalized medicine. With the rise of nutrigenomics, the study of how genes influence nutritional needs, chia may be recommended in tailored dietary programs. People with genetic markers for inflammation, poor omega-3 metabolism, digestive issues, or hormonal imbalances may one day receive chia as part of medically guided interventions. This positions chia not just as a food, but as a scientifically calibrated wellness tool. Another future frontier is chia innovation in the food industry. Manufacturers are experimenting with chia-based dairy alternatives, chia protein isolates, chia energy gels for athletes, and even chia-derived probiotics. Its neutral flavor and adaptable texture make it ideal for creating new functional foods that bridge convenience with nutrition. Sustainability will also shape chia's evolution. As consumers demand environmentally responsible products, chia, when ethically grown, may become a model for regenerative agriculture. Crop rotation systems using chia could improve soil health and reduce dependency on chemical fertilizers. Fair trade initiatives are emerging to protect indigenous farming communities and ensure economic dignity for the people who have cultivated chia for generations. Culturally, the future of chia may involve a return to its origins. Indigenous groups in Mexico and Central America are restoring traditional chia practices and ceremonies in an effort to protect ancestral knowledge. The global fascination with chia may spark a revival of rituals, foods, and stories long overshadowed by modern agriculture. Finally, the digital age is transforming how chia is shared. From AI-powered nutrition apps to global marketplaces and online health communities, chia is becoming part of a larger movement toward natural self-care. The more people learn about plant-based healing, the more chia fits into a broader narrative of reconnecting with nature in a technologically saturated world. In many ways, chia's future reflects humanity's future, our search for sustainability, balance, and wisdom. This tiny seed, once carried by warriors, honored by healers, and nearly forgotten by history, now stands at the intersection of science, culture, and health. Its journey is a reminder that sometimes the solutions we seek are not new, but ancient, and waiting to be rediscovered.